And forests can be a terrifying experience. This is something that Sui Chang'an, a native of Changbai Mountain, understands only too well. He's going to invite several of his friends to go deep into the mountains, which means a journey full of extreme danger. Sui is neither an explorer nor a hunter, yet he risks his life in the boundless mountains in search of what has been called China's natural national treasure. Changbai Mountain covers an area of 280,000 square kilometers. Its vastness makes the people who live there feel insignificant, and they fully understand how boundless this land is. Over 4,000 years ago, an ancient Chinese book called The Classic of Mountains and Seas named Changbai Mountain as a holy mountain. Today it is home to one of China's natural national treasures, ginseng, known as the king of Chinese herbs. Located in eastern Jilin province, Changbai Mountain is named after its major peaks' bare white rocks, visible in summer, and gleaming white snow in winter. This is an untrodden land, home to a variety of wild animals. The temperature in winter falls below -40 degrees Celsius. How does ginseng grow in such an extreme climate, and when was it discovered by humans? Ancient Chinese characters are a type of hieroglyphic. This primitive method of word formation originated over 4,000 years ago. Words were carved on tortoise shells or animal bones. The character based on the appearance of ginseng had already come into being in this ancient type of writing. This indicates that the ancient Chinese discovered this precious plant long ago. 60-year-old Sui Chang'an is a native of Changbai Mountain. He is well known to the local villagers as Bato Sui. He earned this title for his rich experience in Fengshan. Here on Changbai Mountain, this refers to the skill of digging ginseng. Ginseng digging has a history of thousands of years. It has been passed down from generation to generation and continues today. Sui is among the few in this land who are versed in the customs and rules of Fengshan. The skill of Fengshan is all about the ability to find ginseng in the boundless mountains. In order to protect the ginseng resources in Changbai Mountain, people no longer advocate the digging of ginseng. However, the skill is one of the national intangible cultural heritage crafts of China. Scenes of digging ginseng are reproduced as a witness to this legendary process. Digging ginseng in the central region of Changbai Mountain first requires being well organized and needs careful planning. Before setting off, the headman will call up several friends. They will go together as a team. As the head man of this Fangshan expedition, Sui first explains several points of attention. Barto not only leads the other ginseng diggers, but also takes the responsibility of ensuring their safety. Therefore, all the diggers must follow his directions.
只要是有火柴，也动不死，也咬不死。再一个还有绑腿鸟，你这晚上一睡觉，你看绑腿鸟咬了吧，那个地方就有绑腿。
Ginseng is one of China's national endangered plant species. It is one of the surviving plants of the tertiary period of the Cenozoic era, dating back about 60 million years into prehistory. This ancient plant experienced the Ice Age and witnessed dramatic changes on Earth, so it is referred to as a living fossil in the kingdom of plants. The shape of ginseng resembles a stick used by people to wash clothes. Therefore, the villagers of Changbai Mountain have always called ginseng stick. Those digging ginseng in the mountains should follow a series of rituals and rules that have been practiced by the diggers for centuries. The number of members of a team of ginseng diggers must be odd because the shape of ginseng is the very image of the human body, and it is regarded as the spirit of the mountains. If the diggers find ginseng, they must come back with an even number. This is to ensure good luck and boost the expectation of finding ginseng.
再一个也可能说上山了，有时候决定什么事情，胆儿的话，你怎么整，它得有一个多的，有一个少的，哎，它能分出来也好办。
Ginseng is precious, not just because it is old and rare, but because it is said to have an amazing effect on people's health. There's a lot of hearsay about how dying people have been brought back to life by eating ginseng. This hearsay may not be scientific or accurate, but the earliest existing Chinese pharmacological treatise, Shen Nong's Herbal Classic, dating back more than 2,000 years, described ginseng as a top-grade herb which can prolong life. Since then, the medical value of ginseng has been documented by many famous doctors and medical books. 400 years ago, Li Shijian, one of the most authoritative Chinese physicians and herbalists, wrote in Compendium of Materia Medica that ginseng has the function of soothing the nerves, removing the harm of shock, as well as eradicating pathogens. It also claimed that the regular ingestion of ginseng can also reinforce vitality and prolong life. All these legendary effects meant that ginseng was inaccessible to ordinary people in ancient times. The emperors of each dynasty all labeled ginseng as tribute, exclusively for the use of royals. Precious herbs can only be nurtured on holy mountains and in holy water. In Fusong County, in the west of Changbai Mountain, there is a hill called Guandaoling. This path looks inconspicuous now, but was once the official road on which Changbai Mountain's ginseng was transported to the capital city in the Tang and Song dynasties. Harvested from the soil of Changbai Mountain, ginseng was first transported by horse to Lingjiang, Jilin province, and then to Dandong by boat along the Yalu River. After that, ginseng was shipped across the Bohai Sea and arrived in Punglai, Shandong province, and was finally transported by land to the capital, Chang'an, where it was used to improve the health and prolong the lives of the royal family and nobles.
放山这个传统啊，听老人讲说上千年了，我才放了有40多年。我的父亲、我的爷爷或者老爷爷都放山。
Digging ginseng in the mountains can take a few days or several weeks. Therefore, adequate preparation is necessary.
上山一般都带着背筐，带着这个生活用的米、盐，抬身用的必须的工具得带着。生活的有刨子皮，今天这个地都湿了，你可以铺上刨子皮，它就没事。
experienced digger like Sui is an expert when it comes to surviving in the wild. All his assistants have different tasks. The man who walks at the rear is called Biangun. An inexperienced young man is called Ban La Zi. He usually walks in the middle, protected by the others. In the past, Changbai Mountain has not only been the home of ginseng. In the southern and northern dynasties period, ginseng also grew in the Shandong region of Shanxi province. But due to changes in time and climate, no ginseng can be found there today. These days, growing ginseng successfully in other regions is impossible. To this day, Changbai Mountain, located at a latitude of 41 degrees north, is China's main home of ginseng. This has occurred as a result of natural selection, and is a miracle which makes this mountain marvelous. Once the team reaches the mountain, the diggers should not talk about anything not related to digging ginseng. Ginseng grows deep in the forest, which is full of dangerous beasts.
老虎、黑熊、野猪，特别有蛇，特多。小黑熊，黑色的，一般都300多斤，那个狗熊挺撵人。我们说这怎么办？咱们上树吧。我们这6、7个人都跟一棵树都20往上，那次就比较危险。
As the head man, Sui has the digging experience of over 40 years. By observing and analyzing clues in the forest, Sui can choose a route away from any dangerous animals. The diggers shouldn't talk unless absolutely necessary, in case they offend the spirit of the mountain. In fact, the more practical reason is so the men can stay vigilant and keep an eye on their surroundings to avoid being attacked by wild beasts. Ginseng is a perennial plant. The wild ginseng of Changbai Mountain disperses its seeds by falling to the ground or by contact with animals. It then takes root and grows in the soil. In winter, ginseng's outer leaves all wither and fall off. When spring comes, they come back to life again, sprouting, leafing out, blooming, and finally producing fruit. Spring, summer, and autumn are all suitable seasons for digging. Sui and his digging team go to the mountain in May, when the plants have just begun to grow vigorously. This is the most challenging season for digging. Tramping over the mountains is one of the basic skills of diggers. The diggers must have sufficient strength so that they're able to walk in the forest for long periods, otherwise they won't be chosen. Arriving at an open space, Sui observes the surrounding environment. This is known as Guanshanjing. In these long stretches of Changbai Mountain, where will the ginseng be found? Ginseng thrives in a very particular environment. Neither the sunny southern slope, which is too hot, nor the shady northern slope, which is too cold, are ideal places for ginseng to grow. Similarly, the plant will not thrive on pineland with an altitude above 800 meters, nor in humus areas with an altitude below 400 meters. The ideal place is woodland with an altitude between 400 and 800 meters, with a gentle slope to keep the soil well drained, and a temperature range of 10 Celsius to -10 Celsius. Areas like this are considered to be geomantic treasure lands. Only here can the diggers find ginseng. When Sui is scouting out the surrounding environment, he must take all these factors into consideration and pick the most suitable hillside to dig. Sui instructs the others to pitch their tent near a water source. This will become their base, and the center of their digging area. The digger's temporary tent is shabby, but is an adequate shelter from the elements. After everything is prepared, the first thing the diggers do is use stones to set up a simple altar and use twitchgrass as incense to worship the spirit of the mountain. This is how the diggers announce their presence and show respect to nature. They also pray that they will find ginseng.
进山顺了，快了，发财回家，回来还愿。
In the past, as royal tribute, the digging of wild ginseng on Changbai Mountain was always supervised by the authorities. Particularly in the Qing dynasty, the authorities considered Changbai Mountain to be their ancestral homeland, even though when they gained imperial power, they made Beijing their capital. So the royals wanted to protect what they considered theirs from being taken from them. For over 300 years, no one was permitted to enter the guarded mountainside unless they had official permission to dig ginseng. Changbai Mountain is the highest in northeast China. It has an ideal ecosystem. It was included in the UN's International Biosphere Reserve Project. A multitude of plants make finding ginseng in this sea of green extremely difficult. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. One of the diggers in the team is called Duan Guo. He will stay at the base, watch over the diggers' belongings, make a fire to cook, and guarantee logistics and supplies. Each day, the digging team sets out early for the gentle slope area chosen by Sui. The diggers form a line as they climb up the slope. Barto usually walks on the left, and Biangun on the right. Meanwhile, Ban La Zi is in the middle. The sticks held by the diggers are tied with red cord and copper coins, which are symbolic of expelling evil and finding treasure. The sticks can help them as they move in the grass, keeping close to each other so they won't miss any ginseng. Ginseng doesn't grow everywhere on the mountainside. It's normal to search for ginseng for several days without finding any. Since ginseng is so hard to find, it is regarded as the fairy of the mountains. There have even been stories about a ginseng baby. It's said that this naughty, smart baby likes playing hide and seek and can only be found if the diggers are careful enough. Digging ginseng is hard, and there are casualties. The boundless mountain forest is full of danger. It's easy for the diggers to get lost. Getting lost on the mountainside is called Ma Da Shan by the villagers. The diggers use their sticks to communicate, so they can take care of each other without talking aloud. When the headman knocks his stick twice against a tree trunk, the other diggers respond by also knocking twice. This means they are safe. Knocking 3 times means it's time to take a rest. And knocking continuously is the signal for danger. For thousands of years, with the help of this old and unique code, the diggers have been able to keep in close contact and communicate with each other. As night falls, the mountain forest becomes more dangerous. All the diggers gather together in their tent. A fire is left burning throughout the night. This keeps the diggers warm and frightens away dangerous animals. This is often the time the headman will tell stories. Strange legends about ginseng, mountain spirits, and wild animals have been passed down in this way from generation to generation. The most popular one is the story of Sun Liang, a digger from Laiyang, Shandong province. In order to find his lost followers, Sun searched in the boundless mountain forest for 7 days and nights. In the end, he died on the mountainside. In memory of this kind-hearted digger, people named Sun Old Baotou and built a temple which houses a statue of him. The Old Baotou is not only the model for other diggers, but also the patron saint of Changbai mountain villagers. Despite searching for 5 days, the digging team led by Sui has found no ginseng. As a beginner, this 17-year-old digger constantly reminds himself of ginseng's appearance, in case he misses any. Ginseng can be identified by the number of leaves and forks. 2-year-old ginseng has 5 compound leaves, which are called bajiang, or palms. A 3-year-old piece has compound leaves and is called erjiazi, or 2 feet. Only 4-year-old ginseng has compound leaves, and this is called dangtaizi, or lampstand. 5-year-old ginseng has 4 forks. It is called 4 leaves, and 5-forked ginseng is over 6 years old. 6-forked ginseng is fairly rare. One of the diggers believes he has found ginseng. The one who finds ginseng must follow the rule of Han Shan, which is to point to the ginseng with his stick to tell the others. The Baotou should respond immediately by asking. The one who finds ginseng should count its leaves and tell the headman its type. The other diggers should respond quickly with. This is called Jie Shan. If the headman determines that the type is wrong, it's called Jia Shan.
这哪是啊？真正的棒槌没有这些小叶儿，没见过棒槌。你看啊，在看的时候一定要看清楚，啊，把它扒了看看这个杆儿是不是也是这个绿杆儿的，才能是。
Ginseng grows in very special places, away from wind and rain, and not too much sunshine or cloud. The diggers also find that the places where ginseng grows, there may be big ginseng there.
要是这个地方蛇特别多，大伙儿就注意了，这个地方就能出大蛇。棒槌，红棒槌，自闭，快点，快，马上过来看看。
This time, Biangun has found real ginseng.
哎呦，这头不小，行，快，别拿火了。
First, the headman ties a red cord to the main stem of the ginseng. It's believed that by doing this, the smart ginseng baby won't disappear. Meanwhile, other diggers make a fire using dead wood and grass. The dense smoke can drive away various kinds of insects, so that the headman can dig ginseng without any distractions. The villagers refer to the process of digging as uplifting ginseng. The headman usually digs it. The tools used to dig are made of animal bones. The tool is hard and smooth. It can tease fibrous ginseng roots and take them out one by one. Digging ginseng is quite an elaborate job. A broken fibrous root will devalue the ginseng. Once there was a headman who spent 3 days digging out a piece of ginseng. Although this ginseng is not very big, digging it out takes more than 4 hours.
一点儿不用对。
出来了。
这个岩石这个皮色儿，挺牢靠的，这个形状还是比较不错的。有的地方上也有珍珠疙瘩呢。这个身啊，应该在18年以上。这个字儿是这个地方。
The moss on Changbai Mountain is cool and wet. It can be used to keep the ginseng fresh. After wrapping it with moss and tying it up with birch bark, the diggers put the ginseng in a cool, dry place, which can keep it fresh for up to 2 or 3 months. After digging, the diggers will leave marks on a nearby tree. This is called Kanjiao To. The aim is to tell other diggers that ginseng has been found in this place. They'll write the number of diggers and type of the ginseng. The diggers follow the rule to leave smaller and younger ginseng alone. When the diggers return home, they won't take down their tent. They'll leave necessities like rice and salt for others who may need them. The money earned by selling ginseng is allocated evenly, regardless of the digger's age. Digging ginseng on Changbai Mountain involves unique tools, skills, and a special code of conduct and code of ethics. All these have nurtured the unique culture of ginseng, one of China's national intangible cultural heritage items. And the land are the origin of time-honored legends about ginseng. In this place, there are still many secrets for us to explore, to discover, and to experience.